All right, well, we lost another living legend today, Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead. Rest in peace, my man. We're going to do one for Bobby today. One more Saturday night. Starts out, here's Bobby's part. Okay, so let's take that. We're going up from the 5th into the 9th on the G string. We're gonna hit that little 8th fret. Go to the 10th fret of the 2nd string, do a half step bend. Down to the 8, down to that 9 on the G again, so it's. And we're gonna go 10 to 13 on the D to 10 on the G, so it's 3, 4. So this last one's gonna go. So kind of quick to there. Do that same riff kind of twice. Okay, and then Bob has the C7 chord. 8, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8. And he's gonna have that honky tonk thing. So he kind of bounces back between kind of hitting the chord, like some bass note versus chord, and then he'll pop in this pinky over here, and then he'll get that pinky up to that 13 every now and again. So. I'm not going to give you a specific pattern there. They probably improvise kind of the feel of this. You got your basic feel, and then you can kind of do whatever you want with it. First, we got to look at Jerry's intro lead. We got. Okay, so his part goes 8 to 10 on the D, hits the 11 on the 2nd string, and then we got 10 up and down, pull off to 8 on the G, 10 on the D, and then we go to the A string, we go 8 to 10 hammer, 8 on the D, so 3, 4. So, once you go to that 10 there on the D, 10, 10, 8, 10, another one of those up and down pull-offs to the lower string. So we got. Okay, then Jerry's part, when Bobby's doing the C7 and the honky-tonk, Jerry has a thing that goes. So that's 7 and 8 into 8 and 9. This 8 and 9, as you can see, is part of that C7 chord. So he's going. And he has a higher one. That's 11, 10, 11, up to 12, 11, 12. And that's part of the C7 chord as well. 2, 3, 4. So he's got a cool descending little double note thing there. It's going to go 10 and 9. This is on the D and G strings. 8 and 7, and we're going to switch shapes, 7 and 5, 5 and 3, 3 and 2 from an F chord. We just switched into an F chord. So he has part of a C, B flat, this is an A minor, that's a G minor, and that's an F. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay, so we got some cool riffs coming in. So let's go back to thinking about what Bobby's part was. Go down to the F. Now we go back to C. Jerry's got this riff. It waits till the C to hit and then hits the 2 bottom 8s down here. So that was little 8s. And then 10s on the G and B strings. Now we're going to hit the G and B strings again with those 8s. Hammer into the 9 of just the G string. So it's We go to that 10 on the D, and then we hit the 10s, hammer to the lower 10 again. So it's... And then we're going to G, 10th fret. And this is a B flat. This is 6 and 8 on the big string. So this was 10 and 12 on the A and D strings. Kind of slide in from that 1 fret below. Back to F. Okay, so after we went through that whole progression there, we did C, we did F, we went back to C, and we had the... Then we had these changes. G, B flat, F. And then Bobby goes back to C, and Jerry goes... twice. Now we're in a new verse. 2, 3, 4. See what's happening there? So that Jerry had that fill. This fill came down going into the F chord was 17 and 15, 15, 13, 13, 12, 11 and 10, down to the 10 and 8. And again, that was these chords: C chord, B flat chord, A minor, G minor, down to the F. And now the solo starts. Jerry's gonna kind of start out kind of in his C minor pentatonic. He's going to kind of play around the changes and stuff. One of the things that he does when he gets to a G, and he goes to that B flat, he'll get into one of those 8s and 6s with the hammer in there to kind of pass the time on that. But he basically does his solo over the same chords that we've been dealing with so far. So at the end of his solo, we got the riff again. Next verse. F. G, B flat. F. Now we have another verse, so it's going to be the same type of stuff, verse and chorus, little C riff in there a couple times, and then we're back into the intro. So let's look at that again. We got Bobby's part was... And then Jerry's part was 8 to 10. And he probably did a different fill that time. You know, they're always mixing it up. Okay, then we get into a big sounding thing. We got a boom. E flat 7 to B flat 7. So that was the C7. Has kind of a big feel, like boom. You can kind of do that little riff with the 10s and hammer. Now we're going to E flat 7 up on the 11th fret. B flat on the 6th fret. F. Back to that C7. E flat. B flat. F. So here we're going to have a walk up into the F sharp into a G chord here. So we're going to go 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to get into a G. Okay, we're gonna have a chromatic walk up here, so we end up spending like 7 bars on this G7. So it was, the last F was 1, 2, 3, and. was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then we're on the C again. F7, C, so here we walk 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 into the F. G, B flat, F, F, back to C, turn around, okay, so the end of the song, we're gonna have Jerry comes in with a, that's our little 8s, 10s on the next 2 strings, hammer down to the D string. So the second time he goes, kind of just does that riff again. And on a C chord, I'm throwing in the G bass in there too to make it sound bigger. So once again, that end is going to be. All right, one more Saturday night. Rest in peace, Bob Ware. A lot of great tunes, a lot of great times. That was the band of my youth. The song about 30 times with Jerry and Bob Ware and all them. All right, y'all. Have a great day. 2 pages of tabs. Rest in peace, Bobby. Talk to you soon.